Yeah, we'll see. We'll just see where it goes because I feel like
Feel like we have some things to talk about
yeah,
tonight.
I think we got some things to talk about. My first question to you, and I
Yeah, what's
feel like
up?
it's an obvious question after UFC Paris is
No,
are the
that's
fighting
my
nerds
answer.
overrated?
No, they're not.
Are the fighting nerds overrated?
I knew what that was the question, and my answer is no, they're not, because they're still a force all the way around. I think, to be honest, I think I was not as surprised as I was in the main event. I actually took Imavov as a bet, but I had Ruffy in the parlay, so it kind of fucked it up either way, so it didn't really matter. But I had a feeling Imavov was going to beat Kai Borralho.
Yeah, Imavov's very good.
That one I did kind of see coming. But then again, dude, that Paris crowd is not
Insane.
it's not something to fuck with, dude.
It's
That
the best
got him.
it's the best in the world, I think.
There's a mental warfare there for those fighters tonight, man. And I think that, I mean, as crazy as it sounds, dude, I think it had a big effect, especially on the Ruffy BSD fight.
Yeah, do you think I feel like both Baralho and Ruffy were like super hesitant.
Yeah.
They like just did not look as aggressive. Now, in the Ruffy fight, in my opinion, he got taken down and then pretty much held down the entire time. I think that changed his level of aggression. Like he wasn't as willing to engage because he was afraid of getting taken down.
Sure.
But like, to be honest, you can't be that way.
You can't. I think let's get to the BSD Ruffy fight, because I think I have more more on that one than I do the Imavov.
Well, just start with that. Just start with that.
Okay, that's fine. So we'll start with BSD Mauricio Ruffy. So I am very impressed by how BSD fought that fight. He didn't fight boring at all. He came in with the perfect game plan. He stood when he needed to stand, and he shot and took down when he needed to take down. I didn't realize his takedown game was like that, bro. Like his trips and shit were on point. His like everything he did in that fight, because Ruffy was able to get back up a few times, was able to reverse a few times and get like game position. But dude, BSD, when he got him on the ground, he found himself in mount like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
Like he was working bottom control, like some of the best I've ever seen him ever do.
Yeah.
And Ruffy just did not have an answer for that, man. He was just taking him down at will. Anytime he got in on a shot, when he wrapped his hands around him, dude, Ruffy could not get out. And he was going right to the ground. Yeah. And I think Ruffy, where he was hesitant, is he was not able to fight his fight like he normally does. That whole like that back and forth kind of, he likes to play that. It's almost McGregorous. And I think I said that, like it. He almost fights kind of like on his front foot and back foot, front foot, back foot, and then he'll come in, but he likes to keep you on your back, like your heels. BSD was pressuring him the whole time. And
that's the
game up.
Yeah, that's the same it was the same in my opinion in the main event. Like, but both of those guys, I just feel like I can't talk about one without talking about the other, because they were so similar in ways. There wasn't as much.
Borralho fought a better striking fight than Ruffy did against BSD, but I also think Imavov is a better striker than Borralho.
You think Imavov's a better striker than Borralho, you said?
Yeah, I do. I think Ruffy coming into the BSD fight, I think Ruffy was coming in, everybody was saying that he's the better striker.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I think his striking game got thrown out of the window.
It was kind of opposite. Like Borralho was trying to go for takedowns, which he really didn't.
He really didn't, though.
Because he had no success.
Exactly. So he was forced to stand and strike with Imavov, which he didn't do a bad job at.
No, just not good enough.
Just not good enough. That's what I'm saying.
And like, to be honest, like, it was very interesting seeing the scorecards like pop up on people, like what people were scoring it as the fight was going on, and people were scoring it a lot closer than I was.
I had it closer. I had it close. I
don't know that he won a round.
I think he
might have won
going into 5
round.
Going into 5, it could have either been 3-1 or 2-2, in my opinion.
he might have won the third round. That's the only one that I would have given him. The judges scored it the same way I did, I guess. But like I was like,
but he won it like 49-46 unanimous, right?
Yeah, and 50-45.
50-45, which is I don't think a 50-45 is what it is. I think 49-46 is fair because I think that could have been more like a
the third round. It was the third round. He won the third round. But other than that, like he might have landed a shot or two, but Imavov controlled the entire fight. I mean, he wobbled him a couple times.
They had the same amount of total strikes thrown. Borralho had 1 minute and 20 seconds of control time, and Imavov had 29 seconds of control time. So on scorecard, Borralho,
they don't have those numbers.
I know.
But and those numbers don't mean anything. The whole
time, though. But
he did. Did he not? I mean, when did Borralho control that fight?
I don't think either one of them truly controlled the fight at all.
Borralho backed up the entire time.
I think I don't know. Maybe we watched a different fight, but I think Borralho
did.
I think Borralho had it.
He lost the unanimous. He lost the unanimous.
2-3-1 in my opinion.
He lost the unanimous decision where it wasn't even close.
Yeah, but I don't think Imavov looked as good as he has in the past.
I mean, because he didn't finish him.
No, not that. But I don't think it's like
where when.
I mean,
what
it wasn't
at
really.
At what point in that fight was he ever in danger?
Neither one of them were, honestly.
Borralho got wobbled.
I
mean,
unless I missed it.
That's the fact. He did. He got wobbled twice in that fight. He got hit with hard shots. Like he got hit
he had a body shot that hurt him. I know that.
He didn't hit Imavov with anything significant. Anytime he hit him with something significant, Imavov went, and just kept pushing him backwards.
I don't think I think the fight was closer in my eyes than the scorecards were, but I mean Imavov did win the fight. I'm not disagreeing with that. I do think Imavov won the fight for sure.
I don't think it was close. But like Imavov also, knocked out Izzy.
Yep.
I mean, now you beat Caio Borralho, who has all this hype going in. I know they have the Fluffy and RDR fight coming up.
100%. Who winner of that fight is getting the next title shot, dude. I don't think either one of these guys did enough to get it.
Well, I don't know that anybody's good enough to beat Khamzat anyway. But
no, did you see what I tweeted?
I don't know how you I don't know how you don't give Imavov a title shot, to be honest.
I mean, they probably will.
I feel like you have to. He KO'd Cannonier. He beat Delise. He beat Chris Curtis. He beat Brennan Allen. He KO'd Izzy. Now he beat Borralho. Like he's fighting backwards because he's the number 2 ranked guy in the division.
So let me ask you this. So we get Fluffy and RDR coming up. What if one of those guys goes out there and just fucking starches and puts on a
then they get it.
They get it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, right. Then they get it. For sure.
I agree with you on that.
That's not going to happen because neither one of those guys get finished like that.
But we don't know.
Fluffy does you're not going to finish Fluffy like that. And I don't think Fluffy drowns people over longer, like the longer the fight goes over longer periods of time. I don't see him coming out and just starching RDR.
But we also have said, styles make fights. That's just knowledge, dude. If you don't know, styles make fights. And like you said, I don't think any of them are going to beat Khamzat, but I think the two that are fighting later have a better chance with Khamzat's style than these two.
See, I disagree. I think Imavov has the best chance.
Really?
Yeah, his takedown defense is better. Because the other two guys are willing to they want to go to the ground.
That's true.
They're going to try to challenge him on the ground and they're going to lose. Imavov's going to stuff takedowns and keep it on the feet. Like that.
You think he can stuff a takedown? Khamzat's takedown? I don't know, man. I just don't know if any of them are going to be able to stuff Khamzat's takedown.
I'm sure he'll take him down. Khamzat will take Imavov down eventually because he just doesn't.
I like RDR's style in like the clinch. Like I like if he's able to like stop a takedown. His knee game is pretty solid. Like if he can catch Hamzat on an incoming shot,
Yeah, but he likes playing the bottom game in
I
jiu-jitsu.
know.
Like he's gonna go to his back.
I know.
He's gonna be willing to go to his back, and I don't see Hamzat getting submitted. Like, he's just gonna stand back up. So like it's either that or somebody that's able to stop the takedowns, which I think Imavov could do well enough to keep the fight on the feet, which he'll have a clear advantage, I think.
Okay. Fair. I mean, we'll ultimately see what the outcome of RDR and Fluffy is, which will truly, like, I think, open up our eyes to what we truly think. I think we can't really say anything until we see those two guys go at it. But as of right now, Imavov is obviously the clear number one to fight.
I think so. I mean, dude, like, I don't know. Those guys are ranked 4 and 6.
Yeah.
Like Imavov's number 2. The only person above him is DDP, who just lost the belt.
Yeah.
Like I said, he already knocked out Izzy. Like he's beaten everybody else. He just beat 7. He's beaten 9. He's beaten 11. He's beaten 12. There's not going to be anybody left for him to fight backwards against.
Yeah.
We
know either one of the winners is going to face DDP, and the other winner is going to face Hamzat. I mean, that's got to be the case.
Yeah. Well, and so in my head, I feel like Imavov's earned it. I feel like he's at a point where you have to give him a title shot, and then the winner of the other fight will fight DDP. If that's what they want to do, if they want to do like some situation like that, which they may not even do. Who knows when, DDP could take time off for all we know. Like you might not see him back. But yeah, I just think like as the number 2 guy in the division, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. How do you eventually you can't keep passing him up. Eventually he's going to have to get the fight. Eventually.
You're right. And I don't disagree with you on that at all. Let's see. Let's look at the lightweight rankings right now. So BSD is actually at number 13. Big win over Ruffy at 15, though. Doesn't really, I think I don't know how much it helps him by beating him, because he did beat a guy less ranked. But if you look at who's ahead of him, Michael Chandler, Renato Moicano, which he lost.
Yeah, he got the shit kicked out of him. That was horrible. Like that was really bad.
I don't know if that's the same outcome in this, if he fights him again, though.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, he can't fight every fight in Paris, right? So,
true. But he lost in Paris. He lost to Renato Moicano in Paris.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's where he lost
Paris too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean,
BSD Michael Chandler?
I don't know. I feel like Michael Chandler's probably at a point to where, yeah, you're right, it was in Paris. I feel like Michael Chandler's at a point to where like he's not going to fight a guy like that. He's going to try to fight somebody at the White House.
Or do you give BSD another big shot and maybe give him like, I know it's not a big shot, but maybe do you give him like Benel Dariush or Gamrot or something like that at like 8 or like 9 and 8?
I don't know. I mean, dude, they're like, this is like
fringe.
Great. Yeah, but this is like fringe top 15. I mean, you have like, you're not going to crack into the top 7 because you're not going to fight Patty. You're not going to fight Dan Hooker or Gaethje or Charles or Max or Armin.
No, you're not.
Islam. So you're not fighting anywhere in the top
8,
7.
9 and 8, 9 because Fiziev is fighting Charles. So
right. So
it's either Moicano, Dariush, or Gamrot next.
Yeah, he got the shit kicked out of him against Moicano.
So you may just book that rematch.
I doubt it. I think he's going to end up fighting back again.
Think so?
Yeah. There's nobody for him to fight. Moicano would be like a good fight ranking wise. Maybe Dariush, I guess, or Gamrot, but like Moicano's on a 2-fight losing streak, right?
Yeah,
but Moicano fucking beat his face in.
I know.
That shit was horrible.
But wasn't he coming off like a staph infection like that week and like all that shit?
Doesn't matter. That none of that matters, dude. He got his face beat in. He's not getting a rematch against a guy that elbowed his fucking skull in his home country. in front of all his home fans. He made him look like a fucking fraud in front of his home country.
He may be begging for that fight. He may want that rematch.
I don't think he gets it. I bet he ends up fighting he's going to end up fighting a prospect back again. Because Ruffy was behind him anyway. He's not going to move up a ranking.
No, he's not.
So, I mean, he did look good, though. He did look very good.
Yeah, he did.
But, I mean, so I don't want to talk about every fight because we're going to talk about UFC Noche as well. Really just the co-main and the main is the only thing I really wanted to talk about. We can mention the card as a whole. Every fight was a finish except for 2. The main event, and then the first fight on the main card, William Gomis and Ruchala, were both decisions. Other than that, every single fight was a main card. And what did you tell me before we started?
That this is tied for the most finishes on a card in UFC history at 11.
So 11 finishes on this card, ties for the most in UFC history in a single UFC event.
2 other cards in UFC history have 11 finishes on them, and this ties for number 1.
Golly. I mean, it was crazy. I mean,
shout out to Paris, dude.
Yeah, the crowd is awesome.
Dude, like that's a bucket list place to go if you want to go to a UFC event. Like,
yeah,
there's no doubt in my mind the Paris crowd may be the best crowd.
Yeah, it's absolutely insane. Like, it genuinely, that crowd is one of one. It might be the best in the world.
Yeah, it's hard to beat, dude.
Yeah, I don't know what's better than that. But yeah, I don't know. Good. I mean, I think those fights lived up to the hype, the main and co-main, which are really like the only big ones on the card as far as name and notoriety. Paul Craig lost by knockout and then retired,
which I called that on the last episode too. So
shout out to
in the last episode that I think if he lost, that this may be his last, and it was.
They gave him a moment with the microphone, let him put his gloves down. So good for him.
I will speak on one guy. I want to speak on one guy who I think is someone to watch in the future, and that's Sam Patterson. I think he looks really good, and he's now, I wonder how many finishes in a row he's got. 1, 2, 3, 4 finishes in a row. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 finishes of his last 10 fights.
Yeah, he's 4-1 in the UFC.
4-1 in the UFC. He lost by TKO in his second fight in the UFC, but he looked good. I think he's a name to look for in the future at welterweight. I think he's a good prospect. I think he's somebody to watch out for.
Yeah, I mean, Trey Waters is 9-2 and has never fought anyone. So
yeah, still, I mean, somebody to watch.
Sure. Yeah, great performance. Him. The fight right after that was the fastest ever leg kick TKO in UFC history as well.
Yeah, and that guy was the champion in what? He was Cage Warriors champion, and he had beaten like the LFA champion and another big organization champion. Yeah, he was coming into the UFC after beating like 2 other. Yeah, he beat the Cage. He was a Cage Warriors champion, and he had beaten like the LFA champ, and he had beaten another.
I don't know how you say his name, but it's Cal Fernandez. I think it's Cal Fernandez. Kaue Fernandez, lightweight, KOTK over Harry Hardwick. Dude, you could tell immediately he threw the first one, and Harry was like, "Fuck that."
And that guy called his shot too at a press conference.
Did he?
He came on. He was on a UFC press conference, and he came on. He's like, "Hey, I'm Harry Hardwick. I'm the Cage Warriors champion. I finished this guy. I finished that guy. When am I going to get my shot in the UFC?" He got his shot in the UFC, and then gets then gets finished.
That's a tough. Listen, man, that's a tough beat because there's nothing you can do about that. Like, you got to check the kick, I guess. But his leg kicks, holy shit, that was insane.
And I'm sorry, another guy too, Renat fuck right off. That guy. That guy he's a problem.
So yeah, he is a problem. He's 24-1.
Yeah.
Sneaky. He gets criticized because he doesn't finish people. And then he got it KO in the first round. Super aggressive. Just came out and laid it down. Yeah, man. I mean, he got wins over Brian Battle.
Yeah.
You know, he's got a win over Kevin Lee. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Carlos Leal. I mean, yeah, dude, he's 24-1. The only thing is like I said, like he was never really getting big finishes. So when you win close split decisions or kind of slow grindy decision wins, like people stop watching the fight. They fucking have it on, but they're paying attention to something else. Okay, that guy won. Yeah, cool. You know what I mean? But like, so listen, he came out and he made a statement tonight and got a good win. Same in my opinion, Ante Delija.
I was going to bring that up too. Heavyweight. We got another heavyweight finish finally, and Marcin Tybura was 7 at heavyweight, so he's going to move into the top 10 heavyweight spot. And
yeah, I mean, this was his UFC debut to fight Marcin Tybura. He trains with Tom Aspinall, so he'll never challenge for the belt, in my opinion.
Probably not.
But so I don't know if you know this or not, Joel, but I was live on TikTok today for like 2 hours.
I did not know that.
I was live on TikTok today for like 2 hours, right around this time, and had a, you know, the internet's such a strange place, dude. And I had a gaggle of Croatians.
Oh, really?
Pour into the TikTok live chat, and we're like, fucking Ante Delija. I'm like, I don't know anything about him. Oh, he trains with Aspinall. Cool. These guys, dude, they were hype on Ante Delija. So shout out to everybody that was in the TikTok live today and got a bunch of followers and stuff. Thank you guys. But yeah, fucking they called it. And dude, they were right, dude.
Dude, bro, I was like, when he started the round, I was like, oh, this guy is gonna be fucking gassed in like 30 seconds because he came out swinging, bro.
Yeah, except he came in and finished that.
Shit. I know. But Marcin Tybura looks like a fat, out of shape.
He always is, dude. He always is. It's always like the other fat, shitty people that he beats. You know,
exactly.
That you get at heavyweight a lot. Somebody that's big, muscular, strong, super aggressive. Anyway, whatever. That was Paris. UFC Paris, Imavov Borralho. 11 finishes, ties UFC record for most finishes on a UFC card. I mean, honestly, solid. Honestly, solid. If it had, like, dude, I saw some outrageous shit. Listen, great card. Let me just put this to bed, though. I saw some shit. People are like, is this the greatest card of all time? Like, you know what I mean? Let's settle down. It's a fucking fight night with like 2 ranked fighters on it. Let's just settle down.
Like, I mean, action and entertainment. It was there.
Sure.
11 finishes, but I ain't gonna call it the best fight card of all time because UFC 300 exists.
Even without it, dude, it's not even mentioned. People are just, it's insane the reactions I saw.
Now, if we were there, we may be saying something completely different.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Who knows?
All right, so next week, next Saturday, UFC Noche in San Antonio, Texas, headlined by Diego Lopes versus Gene Silva. Another fighting nerd fighting Diego Lopes main event. Do we see a repeat of tonight next Saturday?
Let me put this one to bed. Give me Diego Lopes at plus 250.
Ooh, yeah.
All day long, bro. Those odds are ridiculous for Diego Lopes to be a plus 250 underdog.
Yeah, I gotta agree.
That's ridiculous.
Now, man, I hate to say it because I don't want to come off like, man, you know. But I mean, I'm noticing a trend.
Yeah.
With this team. Love these guys. The aura around these guys is crazy.
Those top prospects,
it's astronomical.
are getting to them.
They look really good outside the top 15. They look good from 12 to 15. You start giving them top 8, top 5. I don't know.
I don't know either,
So
man.
you're Gene Silva, listen, Bryce Mitchell, it's not going to be the same, dude. And then he's got some good wins. I'm not even going to say okay wins. I'm not going to shit talk Gene Silva. Gene Silva's an animal.
He is
Drew Dober, Charles Jourdain, Weston Wilson. Great wins. You know what I'm saying? But it's not even comparable to the level when you get into the top 5, the top 3 now.
100%.
So I just think, I'm going to take Diego Lopez. Especially after tonight, Pratis lost to Ian Gary. When he kind of had his moment to emerge. Give me Diego Lopez, man. I know there's going to be people that pick Gene Silva. They love these guys.
Oh, 100%. And I love them too, dude.
Yeah.
I love the fighting nerds, and I'll still ride with the fighting nerds because Carlos Pratis is a fighting nerd. So I'm going to ride for my homie.
Yeah.
But, dude, when you throw odds at me like that as a betting guy, something ain't right, brother. Something ain't right. Plus 250 for Diego Lopez, who just went to a decision against arguably the greatest fucking featherweight of all time.
Yeah.
Like, get out of here.
Right. Yeah, I don't know that you're finishing him like that.
Exactly.
And I think he's gonna have I'm interested to see if this fight goes to the ground.
And it may.
Well, I'm wondering if that's going to be a strategy for Diego Lopez, because I do think Diego Lopez will outclass him on the ground. I just don't know if he can submit him. We've never seen it, right? Like, we never seen Gene Silva in that position.
Sure.
Standing and striking. I don't know that, like, that's going to be the best way for Diego Lopez to win against Gene Silva. You know what I mean? Like, Diego Lopez leaves himself open a lot.
He does.
Gene Silva's not one to be left with your chin left open.
I agree.
You're going to get fucking sent to the shadow realm.
I agree.
So I'm very curious as to how that fight plays out. Like, what's Diego Lopez's strategy? I would have to assume Gene Silva's strategy is the stand and bang.
100%. You know it is.
I don't know if Diego Lopez is going to be shooting takedowns, and you know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he's confident in his striking. I feel like if Gene Silva has an advantage and a way to really win this fight, it's going to be on the feet. If it stays on the feet the whole time, I think there's just a big chance that Gene Silva can catch him. And it's going to be
Diego Lopez is a weird ass chin, bro.
He's got a chin. No doubt.
Dude got a tough ass chin, dude. He's been clocked a few times that were like, holy shit, how did he even fucking not get knocked out from that?
Absolutely. And I mean, listen, let's not, also just to kind of argue with myself, like, Gene Silva did submit Bryce Mitchell.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So it's not like he's a slouch on the ground. I mean, he beat the brakes off of him first.
Sure.
Kind of similar to how Topuria did. Like, Topuria beat Bryce Mitchell up on the feet until he flopped him down and arm triangled him.
Yep.
So it's like, but still, you have this guy with elite level jiu-jitsu that you submit. I mean, maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm not giving Gene Silva's ground game enough credit. This fight really, really intrigues me.
It does intrigue me too. When they announced it, I was like, okay,
hell yeah,
this is one I'm dialed in on. Like, I need to see.
Well,
this.
and to be honest, so like, I think you give a guy like Lerone Murphy the title shot, right?
Sure.
Sure. That seems like it's kind of already set in stone. Volk accepted it on Twitter after the call out, and you would assume that happens.
Yep.
I think if Volk retains, he's gonna fight the winner of this.
100%. Oh,
He's going to fight the winner of this. And, I mean, I don't want to get into too many what ifs because, but even if Lerone Murphy loses, I hate to say it, but I don't know how much longer Volk's going to stick around.
Yeah, me neither.
If he drops the belt, I don't know.
I don't either. Yeah, I agree with you on that.
But either way, I think
it's a big what if, but I do agree with you.
But I think the winner of this could be, pretty much is next in line.
I don't disagree.
Man, this, I would bet everything I have that this will not be a boring fight. So if you don't know, now you know. September 13th, next Saturday, starts at 6 p.m.
I was just about to say, just a note, it's a 6 p.m. card, man.
Yeah, starts at 6 p.m.
Why is it 6 p.m. in Texas?
3 p.m. prelims, 6 p.m. main card. So make sure you're locked in. I'd imagine the main event be around 8 or so.
That's crazy, though. It's 6 p.m. in Texas. It's a Eastern Standard Time fight card.
It's a fight night. ESPN, college football.
Man, I guess so.
Yeah, I think you start getting a lot of, if it's just going to be on ESPN Plus and not a pay-per-view, you're going to have earlier times, so you're not competing with the later college football games.
Yeah, there must be a big college football game next weekend.
Every week they're at the 7:30 slot. You know what I mean? That night game. So, Rob Font is back at bantamweight. David Martinez, Jared Gordon is back at lightweight against Rafa Garcia. Listen, there's a few kind of cool fights. I'm interested to see if this card ends up being like Paris was today. And I'm not saying all the finishes. Well, kind of. I'm saying that, but it's similar to Paris in the sense that it does not have the big name draw, the big name draw, just like Paris didn't. Paris had a strong main event and co-main, but beyond the main event and co-main, it was kind of like, Paul Craig, we're main card and Paul Craig still? No way we're main card and Paul Craig still. But listen, we always say it, right? This is why you have all the events. You think it's what a shit event, what a shit fight night. And then it ties the UFC record for most finishes on a single card.
Let me ask you this, since you just brought his name back up again. Should the UFC be getting on the phone with Paul Craig and saying, hey, we have UFC BJJ. We have the perfect opportunity for you now that you're retired from fighting?
To do what?
BJJ.
Compete?
Yeah.
He gets cooked. He gets cooked by those dudes. He's 40 years old, dude. He gets fucking roasted.
Paul Craig's jiu-jitsu game is elite.
Yeah, in MMA for a 40-year-old. He's going to go against a 25-year-old dude in his prime that just won IBJJF Worlds, and he's going to get fucking heel hooked in 30 seconds.
It's a name.
Yeah, sure. Ask him. Sure. Can't hurt. Or maybe you do, all that stuff is possible. He already mentioned that, having UFC guys, but they don't really want to do that.
Yeah.
They want the jiu-jitsu guys to be the center of the show. They don't really want to bring in MMA guys. So, yeah, he gets cooked, dude. His jiu-jitsu is great. He gets cooked against prime competitors. I think. I don't think he's going to get, especially after the shit we just watched last weekend at CJI. Those guys are the best in the world. It's a different animal, man. It's a totally different animal.
Not a lot of Spanish fighters, Mexican fighters on this card either, being that it's UFC Noche.
It is interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, I was just looking down at it and there's not a lot. 5.
They're throwing Kevin Gastelum in there though. They're going to count Kevin Gastelum. He's Mexican.
Yeah, but he still says USA,
Yeah, it's it does seem like as big of a deal as we've made Noche over the last 2 years. They took a big step back.
They did 100%.
Yeah, they took a big.
It doesn't feel like UFC Noche. The Sphere was UFC Noche.
Sure. Yeah, but the Noche wasn't always a pay-per-view, I don't think. And the Sphere was, and it was this huge deal and huge thing. So obviously anything after that is going to feel like a step back.
Sure.
To be fair, but still, this just doesn't seem like they're not doing it in Mexico. You know,
I mean, as close as you can damn get.
I know, but you could just be doing it in Mexico. It's, you know what I mean? I'm not sure why not. If it's
didn't they have didn't the PI in Mexico burn down? Was that Mexico that burned down?
No, it didn't burn down. It's just caught on fire. But I think it's already repaired.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I will tell you this. So, I mean, I don't really even want to do a full breakdown of this. I don't know how you feel. I will if you want to dive into that. Jared Gordon fight. I like Jared Gordon. I'm going to watch Jared Gordon. I like Jared Gordon more as a human being more than a fighter, but so I'm going to watch Jared Gordon. Kevin Gastelum being active as a middleweight. Imagine, that's crazy. He's back. So another name that fought less than a month ago, Alexander Hernandez beat Chase Hooper.
Yep.
3 weeks ago. And he's back fighting Diego Ferreira on the prelims at Noche, which is a crazy turnaround. Like, that's a fucking crazy turnaround.
And this is, who is it again?
Alexander Hernandez.
I don't see this.
He just beat Chase Hooper.
No, I'm saying I don't see the fight on my
It's on UFC website.
I'm on ESPN, so maybe I need to
Alexander Hernandez, Diego Ferreira on the prelims. It is the featured prelim on here.
Okay, yeah, I see it now. All right.
So interesting. Quick turnaround for him. And then a fight that is wildly not getting talked about because nobody talks about women's MMA.
Yeah. I mean, that's 2-4 strawweight, baby.
Well, and you have the strawweight title on the line.
Yeah.
In October.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's Mackenzie Dern and fucking Verna.
Yeah. So, I mean, Tatiana Suarez just lost the belt or lost in her title challenge. Amanda Lemos, the winner of this fight could be fighting for a title.
And I honestly think both of these ladies can beat two that are.
Well,
Verna's good. She's a sleeper.
She already beat Amanda Lemos.
Yeah, she already beat Lemos
last summer. So but Lemos beat Mackenzie Dern.
Yeah.
Remember, we've played this game with the women's strawweight division before. It's a fucking shit show. But that's kind of my point. Like, the winner of this fight is going to fight for a title.
We're going to see Tatiana Suarez as a champion in 2020.
No, we're not.
I think she could beat Mackenzie Dern and Verna. You don't think Tatiana Suarez could? I think she only lost because she fought fucking Wei Li.
Dude, no. She sucks, dude. She sucks. She's not good. Everybody gaslit themselves into convincing themselves that she was good. She's not good.
They gaslit her into believing she could beat Wei Li, which
it's not even that. She's just not good. Like, she's not good, period. Yeah, it's Wei Li. No shit. But, like, dude, her last win was Andrade. Sick. Then who? Then a bunch of fucking nobodies. Carla Esparza, that was in 2018.
All right, put this on record over the octagon.
She took 4 years off. Like,
I know.
She sucks, dude.
Put it on record. I'm saying it right now. Tatiana Suarez will be the champion by the end of 2026.
I'll bet you any amount of money that doesn't happen. But yeah, I feel like that fight's not getting talked about. Whoever wins this fight, which is on the fucking early prelims of UFC Noche, a fight night, is gonna be the number one contender and fight for a UFC title.
Yep.
That's wild to me. But, whatever, women's MMA, right? Zachary Reese, Rodriguez Dumas. I know you and Paul talked about, or you mentioned that when you and Paul talked about Paris last week.
Yeah, I hope Zachary Reese knocks his head clean off.
Totally agree with that. And then a bunch of debuts, like a couple debut fighters. To be honest, we're going to have to see, this is going to be one of those things where anybody that's giving you any detailed breakdown of how these fights are going to go is lying, because you haven't seen these people fight enough at the UFC level to know how these fights are going to go.
Sure.
Don't listen. They don't fucking know. It's all bullshit.
I will say, if David Martinez goes out and gets a big win over Rob Font,
oh yeah,
we're going to be looking at a prospect to look at in the future, because he's 1-0 in the UFC. He's 12-1, and he's got 12 of those, or 10 of those 12 wins are by knockout.
Yeah, and Rob Font's on a 2 or 3 fight win streak, if I'm not mistaken.
And Rob Font is on a two fight win streak. Yeah,
Kyler Phillips being one of them, right?
Yeah, and Matsumoto being another.
That was the last one, right? Yeah,
2 big wins. So I think that's outside of our main event. That's a great co-main, because it definitely has implications on David Martinez's career. And if he beats Rob Font, I mean, he jumps right into the top 10. And now
what do you make of a Mexican fighter named David Martinez having the nickname Black Spartan? What do you make of that?
I mean, maybe he just sat out in the sun too long. I don't know.
I feel like Black Spartan is a crazy nickname for.
That is a crazy nickname.
That's gonna be my nickname, dude.
Black Spartan.
Yeah.
Imagine.
Fuck it.
Here he comes to the mat.
So that's so we talked about Paris. That is kind of a loose preview of UFC Noche, which is next week. And then you get you get a week off, and then end of September you get the Carlos Ulberg Dominic Reyes fight. That's in Perth, Australia. Yeah, that's gonna be rough. That's gonna be fucking rough.
It'll be rough unless we see Dominic Reyes fucking take Ulberg's head off, and then we're all in here like, Reyes was always the GOAT. He was always the GOAT. He was Reyes one fucking strike away from being John Jones's bitch, or John Jones being his bitch.
Yeah, it could be, dude. Could be. So
if he beats Carlos Ulberg, he goes to the top 3, dude. Could you imagine a world where fucking Dominic Reyes is in the top 3 in light heavyweight again?
Well, yeah, the light heavyweight sucks, dude. Like there's a few good guys, but they all lose to each other. There's no surging prospect. Like you're gonna get Alex and Magomed again.
And you got Yuri.
Yeah, Yuri. Khalil just beat Jamal Hill.
Yeah, Yuri and Khalil. Those two I don't think are losing to either one of these two guys.
No. I love Khalil Roundtree, man.
I like Yuri. I love Yuri.
And then the following week, we're back on a pay-per-view, UFC 320, and that's Pereira and Goliath.
God bless America, baby. And Merab Corey Sandhagen.
True.
My boy Corey Sandhagen is finally getting it again, man. He's getting a shot. I've grown on Merab, but damn, I would love to see Corey get the strap for the one time, baby. He ain't gonna win, but I'd love to see it. Damn it,
I don't think so.
And we get Yuri fucking Khalil on that card.
Right. That's fire.
Which is fire, bro.
Yeah. Yep. So anyway, that pretty much wraps it up for this week. A couple fight nights, and then we'll obviously have some bigger episodes coming up when we get closer to UFC 320. October's a big month, obviously 2 pay-per-views, 320 through 21 in October. So look out for that. If you're not already,
about that card, bro.
I know it's big. You gotta wait. You gotta wait.
Right now.
That'll come out about 3 weeks.
Damn, there's some good fights.
If you're not already, don't forget, hit the subscribe button, subscribe to the channel on YouTube, hit the thumbs up, like the video. If you're listening on Spotify, Apple Podcast, Amazon Music, any of the audio-only platforms, make sure you're following the show, and then you turn on automatic downloads to never miss another episode. Drop us a comment as well down below. Let us know, what was your reaction to Paris? What are your predictions for UFC Noche? Anyway, I don't know, bro. That's all I got.
That's all I got too, bro. Great week of fights. Great week for our podcast. Shout out to my homie Chandler, who I ran into today at the grocery store, who was rocking the Over the Octagon shirt.
I saw that.
It caught my eye, dude. I was turning the aisle and I was
like, what is that?
I say, yo, that shirt looks too familiar. What's that? And I was like, wait, that's our shirt. I was like, oh shit.
Hell yeah.
Over
Hell
the
yeah.
shirt in the wild, baby. I appreciate you for repping that shit for us.
Check down below. You can click the link and get yourself an Over the Octagon t-shirt.
You sure the hell can.
Anyway, bring the Rotolos to the UFC, dude. Fuck it.
Bring